The 2K Sports pregame show.
The crowd has assembled here at the Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City, Utah. And cheer on the Jazz. This road trip for the Celtics kicking in this one. And, of course, Tyler Zeller. Big day for him playing with his new Jazz teammates for the first time.
You know, like you were saying, the trade has the team buzzing. I mean, they're on fire. You can already see it in the warm-up, how loose and confident they look out there.
You know, and also gives players a huge boost knowing that the guys running this team, the owner, the front office, they also are committed to winning. And so that, in and of itself, I believe, gives a player far more confidence to go out there and compete.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. They've got Jared Sullinger, Lee out there with Isaiah Thomas. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Sanders in at the 5 spot. Now here's Hayward. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And one thing about Gordon Hayward, he's an excellent playmaker for a small forward. Averaged over 4 assists a game after averaging over 5 the year before. So you've got to love a scorer who is also unselfish.
Here's Thomas. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Pass to Sullinger. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot falls short this time. Hill with it. Gobert with a screen for Hill. The pass to Favors. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Outside Thomas. Screened by Sanders. And a wide open look for Lee. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Thomas against Hill. Feeds to Gobert. Now here's Burks. Not a lot of room. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. We'll now go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Quinn Snyder. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, and he said their preparation for this game was all about defense. Going up against one of the premier offensive teams in the NBA, he said, listen, it's a challenge that we need to embrace. Nobody can do it by themselves. It's got to be a collective effort. Guys, we'll see if they can put the brakes on this high-scoring team. It's never easy.
And, Doris, thank you, as always. And, of course, facing an offense like this, you really have to be aware at all times of the weapons they throw at you.
Yeah, and they can light it up when they get it going. It's going to take a top-notch effort defensively to keep them in check.
And you know what? I think they're up for it. I like to hear Coach acknowledging the challenge they're facing. They know what they're in for.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Outside Thomas. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Sullinger against Gobert. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Jazz have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Hill with it. Now Thomas defending. Pick up by Hill. And Favors kicks to Burks. Gobert with a screen for Burks. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Utah. Misses the step-back jump shot. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Sullinger the screen. And Thomas, here we go. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Jazz trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Favors. Drills the baseline jumper.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Celtics have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Outside Thomas. Sanders with a screen on Hill. Thomas gets a wide open look. Here's Sanders. Sullinger dishes to Sanders. Here's Lee outside, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
What a performance, Kevin. It seems like every three he shoots is falling for him. He's in the zone.
And Gobert kicks to Hayward. From 17 feet out. Favors can't get it to go.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Lee passes to Sullinger. Screened by Sanders. Oh, and the jam by Sullinger.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
And he lobs it up toward the rim and finished off by Sanders.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
And look, rightfully disappointed with how they've played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
Joakim Noah's checked in for Boston. Burks dishes to Hill. Gobert with a screen for Hill. Favors with the screen. Hill kicks to Favors. And they get it. Got a hand on it. Thomas up top. Burks covering. Lee passes to Thomas. Noah the screen. Up top Crowder. From deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
So for the Jazz, their last game, a win against New Orleans.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group. Well, Jared Sullinger has been getting it done already with 8 points and a steal. This is the way he wanted to start the game.
You know what? Going full speed from the word go, really impressive.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Jeff Withey comes in for Derek Favors. Hood's checked in for Burks. And Trey Burks subbed in for Hill. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
The Jazz making a switch here. Exum's checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Boozer's checked in. Now, here's Chalmers. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 5 to shoot. Here's Boozer. The rebound by the Jazz.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Over to the left wing. Exum dishes to Burke. Off target from three-point range. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Was way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Now, here's Chalmers. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Noah the screen. Off the pick. Burt grabs the miss.
And, you know, going back to Noah last season, I think the additions to the Bulls' front court had an effect on him. I mean, they added Gasol and Mirotic, two major talents up front. I think that gave Noah less opportunities than he'd had the year before, and it was an adjustment for him.
Here's Chalmers after the basket by Utah. Noah the screen. Here's Chalmers. Boozer kicks to Chalmers. Boozer with the screen for Chalmers. Off the pick. Boozer gets the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Mario Chalmers.
And guys, talking about Joakim Noah, he was still the spirit of that team last season. Amongst all the great talents the Bulls had, Noah was that energizer and catalyst for the team. A true warrior, even in an off year.
Now, here's Burke. A 14-point game for him in the win against New Orleans. The 15-footer, good. Zeller's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Here is Miles. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Clippers. 5 on the clock. Noah the screen, off the screen. The rebound by Withy.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Burke, the pass to Withy, out to the right wing. Here's Exum. No good with the wing jumper.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now, here's Chalmers. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Screened by Boozer. Here's Miles. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
So it's Utah now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Here's Burke, and it's denied. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity, and it's Miles with the jam.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Here's Withy. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's Burke. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Boston timeout call.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Now, here's Boozer. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. The second chance effort can't hit, so Utah will take it the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And this is the first of 2 games between the two, East versus West, so they don't see a whole lot of one another.
Yeah, and Greg, for me, that just raises the intrigue level. Some matchups we don't get to see that often, so I'll be watching this one closely.
Here is Miles. Now Chalmers. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. 2 on the clock. Here's Bradley. Exum pulls it in.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball.
Here's Burke. Cans the shot from the wing. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And here is Chalmers. Noah the screen. Now Miles. Shoots from the baseline. And here's Chalmers for 3. Offensive rebound.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Exum with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans. Pass to Zeller. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Miles. With 1 on the clock. No good on that last second attempt there.
All right, fans, I want everyone here in the arena to get on up out of your seats and make some noise for your Jazz.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Hill is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Gobert in at the 5. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Now here's Crowder. 9-point game his last outing. And Thomas, here we go. The shot by Sullinger, wide open. Utah with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Hill dishes to Hayward. No luck. Good D by Sullinger. Boston leading by 7. Outside Thomas. The dish to Lee. Back to Thomas. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Alec Burks. For Boston, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. That free throw good from Thomas.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
Hill kicks to Favors. He feeds it to Burks. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Back to Hayward. Clock at 6. On the wing, Hill. Beyond the arc. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
The Celtics with the lead.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
Now, here's Burks. Defended by Crowder. Now, here's Burks. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. And they get it back. A 3-ball. Hill, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Lee passes to Thomas. He dishes it to Sullinger. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Favors. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the layup's good off the glass. Favors got 8. An interesting thing about George Hill, he was traded from the Spurs to the Pacers a few years back. Many people were surprised the Spurs would even trade a valuable veteran when they were trying to win a championship. But who did they trade him for? Kawhi Leonard. A pretty good deal.
Well, you know, Hill is really solid. He knocks down open shots, can run the offense or play off the ball equally well. I think he's a terrific combo guard. Gives you a little bit of everything and does it in a professional way. And that's typically what attracts him to other teams.
And stolen by Favors. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Hill against Thomas. He kicks to Sullinger. Back to Thomas. It's stolen by Hill. Now the feed to Favors. Burks dishes to Favors. Hayward on the wing. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession.
Take a look here at the numbers for Sanders. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's right around 13 points a night, 13 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end. Shooting 100% in the quarter, they've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
Utah timeout called.
Utah calls timeout.
That was your Jazz Dancers. Give a nice round of applause.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hayward kicks to Hill. Down low. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Favors.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now here's Thomas. Screened by Sanders. Outside for Thomas. All sorts of time. Thomas with another miss. Utah has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside Hill. Passes it to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Favors with the screen. Hayward goes in. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Celtics have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. No good from Lee.
You can't get into much better position for the three than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall. Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
Now here's Lee. He had 13 points in the win against the Clippers.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Utah trailing here. Here's Hill. Outside Favors. Kicks to Hayward. From 17 feet out. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Hayward's got the game tied up here for Utah. Boston's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Screened by Sanders. Crowder the pass to Lee. Dishes to Sullinger. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
A different look for Utah. Zeller, he's checked in for Gobert. Rodney Hood comes in for Burks. And Trey Burks subbed in for Hill. And a new group in for the Celtics. Joakim Noah's checked in for Sanders. C.J. Miles comes in for Jay Crowder. Bradley's checked in for Lee. And it's Chalmers in for Isaiah Thomas.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's Sullinger. 23 points for him the last game against the Clippers.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Jeff Withy, he's checked in for Utah. Exum comes in for Gordon Hayward. Boozer, he's checked in for Boston. Chalmers dishes to Boozer. From about 16. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, for Carlos Boozer, last year was a bit peculiar. I mean, after being a key player for several playoff teams throughout his career, he landed on the Lakers where the playoffs were nowhere in sight. Tough environment for a veteran to succeed in.
And getting back to Boozer, last year he was claimed off amnesty waivers by the Lakers. Now, Los Angeles paid $3.25 million of his salary, while the Bulls paid the remaining $13.5 million of his salary.
And getting away from the contract, you know, he actually had a decent year. Shot over 50% from the field. Strong rebounds per minute average. I mean, he's a professional. He went in and did his job.
And Chalmers kicks to Boozer. Wants to get it to Miles and does. Oh, that's blocked. And here's Burke. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. To the inside, Withy, and the go-ahead bucket, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way. No doubt they've been winning on the backcourt.
Here is Miles. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. The Jazz have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Pass to Withy. Feeds it to Hood. The Jazz working the ball around now. Back to Zeller. Stolen by Miles. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist from Miles.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now here's Boozer. And there's the pass to Bradley. That one wide left.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Exum. Tries from 10. Here's Withy. He shoots again. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Now, here's Chalmers. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Boozer with the screen for Chalmers. The dish now to Boozer. Uncovered. That's good. Boozer's got it all tied up now for Boston.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Now Burke. Zeller, a screen on Chalmers. Burke kicks to Withy. To the right side. The feed to Burke. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go. Now Boston takes it the other way. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Bradley, no one around him. Rebound, Utah.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Now Chalmers, after Dante Exum's three-pointer that didn't go. Right side, Boozer. Back to Chalmers. Screen by Boozer. Chalmers passes to Boozer. Stolen by Withy. Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. Pick by Zeller. Burke kicks to Zeller. Noah with the block. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. Miles, that's good. Miles has got his third basket of the night right there.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
Now here's Exum, guarded by Bradley. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player, even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, and if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
Derek Favors checked in for Withy.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And for Zeller last season, his numbers were the same or better as a starter. His scoring picked up a touch. Still had a great field goal percentage, too. So really solid production in his first couple of years.
Now here's Boozer. He's got 6. He feeds it to Miles. Screen by Boozer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Dante Exum.
And I think the big thing for Zeller was that he found his role in the league. He knows he'll be an energy guy who has to make the most of his touches. And to his credit, he is nothing but a positive force on the floor.
And he's good on the second. Utah's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Burke dishes to Zeller. And Tyler Zeller's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Celtics with the lead. Chalmers with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Miles, that's good.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Utah shooting 47% in the second quarter. Now here's Burke, defended by Chalmers. Now here's Burke, Favors, and he goes in for the dunk.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Miles, that's for 2. Not enough on that one as it misses. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Celtics lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Carlos Boozer. And Carlos, this is a game that's had some back and forth. Does their approach require adjustments?
Yeah, they're a great team. I mean, we came out great in the first 5-6 minutes. They came back, and then we fought back. We didn't hold our head. You know, we were very resilient, so we're going to keep fighting to the end.
Carlos, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal. Jared Sullinger came out on a mission in the first. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. It's been a clinic out there by Jared Sullinger.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Boston, we've got Sanders. Jared Sullinger is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Thomas, and it's Lee in at the shooting guard. Here's Hill, following the bucket by the Celtics. Back to Favors. To the paint, looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Burks the pass to Favors. Clock at 4. And Gobert gets to Hill. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hill's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Thomas dishes to Sullinger. Wide open. Cannot hit. And it's Utah the other way. Here's Burks. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Boy, for Alec Burks, he really started to put it all together in his third season. He doubled his scoring average. Shooting percentage was up. Then last season, a strong start, but a shoulder injury cut short what I thought was going to be his best season yet.
And Burks hits 2 free throws. And back to Alec Burks, a guy who entered the league with raw talent, but once the light went on, Greg, he showed the ability to help his team in a number of ways.
Yeah, he's going to be the prototype in terms of a two-way player. He's a guy who can not only score it for you, but he'll rebound and defend it. But what impressed me last season is he averaged 3 assists a game, really looked to make plays for his teammates.
Now here is Hill. 6 points for him. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 5 points in the quarter.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
It's Sullinger with the drive.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
All right, a chance here to check out Derek Favors' stats. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. 3rd in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And I like the fact that he's committed to dominating in that category as a shot blocker. His awareness and hustle really off the charts.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Hill kicks to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Inside. Favors can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 3. Outside Thomas. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Thomas got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Utah calls timeout.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Now, here's Burks. 7 points in the game. To the middle, clock at 6. And the rejection by Sanders. They recover it, and that one's good by Favors. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here is Thomas. He's got 6. He dishes it to Crowder. Launches a 3. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Hill. To the middle. It's tipped. Favors passes to Gobert. Here's Burks. And he banks in the layup. Burks has got 7 points for the quarter.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Crowder dishes to Sullinger. 6 to shoot. Puts up the baby hook. The shot no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Hayward goes in. He kicks it to Burks. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Burks has got 11 points.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I'll tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
Sullinger the screen. Outside Thomas. At the elbow, Sanders. Right wing. From the arc. That's good.
3.
Crowder's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Celtics.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Hill kicks to Favors. Favors sets the pick for Burks. And Courtney Lee gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Hill has the open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Thomas, here we go. Sullinger with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Sanders passes to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. While we're in this quick break and out of the small forward position and the hottest shooters among them over the last month. You look at Crowder, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
And, Greg, you can't post the kind of percentages they do unless you operate that way. I mean, you can't be undisciplined at the small forward spot if you hope to be an efficient shooter.
Gobert the screen. Hayward dishes to Gobert. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And the Jazz lead by 1.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks that Coach drew up.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here is Hill. He's got 6. Passes it to Burks. Kicks it to Favors. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Lee. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Thomas. Got a hand on it. And here's Burks to the paint. And it's Hayward. That time on the assist by Burks. 8 points for Gordon Hayward. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Utah?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
So it's the Celtics now after the basket by Utah. Lee kicks to Sullinger. Screen by Sanders. Celtics passing it around. Thomas passes to Crowder. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Sanders, and the rejection by Favors. Burks kicks to Hayward. Gobert with a screen for Hayward. He used that pick to perfection. And now a 6-point Utah lead.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Zeller, he's checked in for Gobert. Rodney Hood comes in for Gordon Hayward. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Burks. And Trey Burks subbed in for George Hill. And a new group in for the Celtics. Joakim Noah's checked in for Sanders. C.J. Miles comes in for Crowder. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Chalmers in for Thomas. Sullinger, no good.
You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league. Had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
And he gets it to go. Hood's got 6 points. Celtics trail by 8. Now Chalmers. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. In the corner, Miles with it. Dishes to Chalmers. It's Bradley on the wing. Looking to end the drought. And it's good on the way in. 20 points for Jared Sullinger.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
That's tipped. Here's Burke. Back to Favors. It's stolen by Sullinger. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Pushing it up. And the rejection by Favors. Burke dishes to Hood. Noah with the block. Here's Sullinger. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now it's just a 4-point Jazz lead. Burke kicks to Favors. Here's Hood. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Hood's got 8.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Now, here's Chalmers. Burke covering. Chalmers with it. Feeds it to Sullinger. And it's blocked. Now, here's Exum. Pass to Burke. Zeller setting the pick for Burke. It's stolen by Bradley.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Here's Hood after the basket by Boston. Shot clock at 5. Burke kicks to Favors. From deep. They grab their own miss. The pass to Hood. Lets it go from deep. But they recover it. Pass to Zeller. Now here's Burke. Defended by Chalmers. Inside. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Bradley. There's the dish to Chalmers. And there's the feed to Sullinger. Back to Chalmers. He dishes it to Miles. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Miles has got 12 in the game.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Now, here's Exum. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Floats one. The rebound by Noah. Noah's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bradley with the ball. Now defended by Exum. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Kicks to Miles for the lead. Rebound, Utah. Burke's got 4 rebounds in this game. He feeds it to Hood. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's Chalmers. Noah with a screen for Chalmers. Here's Miles. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Jazz.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Utah leading. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Zeller is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Hill in at the point guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Now here's Zeller. Gobert the screen. They get it again. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Austin with the ball after the basket by Utah. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for 2.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
They'd have loved to cut it to 1 there. They're still in decent shape if they can get a stop.
Hill passes to Hayward. It's back to Hill. Gobert the screen. Hayward a screen on Chalmers. For 3, Hill, and that one's good.
George Hill for 3.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And here is Chalmers. Outside Brandon. To the wing on the left. Here's Miles. And good. He nails it.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Jazz leading by 3. Hill kicks to Zeller. Pass to Gobert. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Now Bradley to the inside. Here's Chalmers. Gobert with the block. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Dishes it to Burks. Hill against Chalmers. Outside Hill. 5 to shoot. He kicks it to Burks. From deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Celtics trail by 3. Chalmers with it. Noah with a screen for Chalmers. Feeds it to Noah, and stolen by Zeller. They push it up, 4 on 3. With the floater, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it roughed last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury, came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
Now here's Bradley. George Hill missing his last shot. Outside Bradley. They set the pick. Noah the screen. Out left to the wing. 3 on the clock. And stolen by Hayward. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Hill dishes to Gobert. And Zeller kicks to Hill. The Jazz working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. From the top of the key, hits the front of the rim and out. And getting back to George Hill, what a second half of the season he had. He tore up several key categories, Clark.
Yeah, he was bogged down by injuries early in the season. Came back to average career highs in points, rebounds, and assists, partly because he was finally treated and looked to as a go-to guy, and he thrived in that role.
Gobert with a screen on Bradley. Right at the free throw line. Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Gobert.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We got to wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Now here's Lee. Looking for Crowder. He gets it there. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Looking at the game for Crowder, he has 12 points and 1 rebound. Inside, outside, it hasn't mattered. He's hitting from all over the floor.
What do we call that, Clark? The zone? That's what he's in right now. Boy, does he have a hot hand.
The Celtics making a switch here. Sullinger's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Now here is Hill. And the rejection by Sanders.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And the basket good.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Pass to Gobert. Hill inside. He's guarded by Thomas. They grab their own miss. And the rejection by Sanders. Now, here's Thomas. Burks covering. Screen by Sanders. Lee kicks to Thomas. 5 on the clock. Here's Sullinger. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining the level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable.
Derek Favors checked in for Utah. Hill against Thomas. Favors with a screen on Thomas. The drive by Hill. Free throw line jump shot. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And that's 20 points for Derek Favors.
And talking about Sullinger, you wonder if he's been in the right scheme for the past couple of years. He's not a three-point shooter. He's a back-to-the-basket banger. You want proof? Only hit 28% from behind the arc last season, and that was his career high.
Here's Thomas. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Hill. Jazz leading by 3. In the corner, it's Hayward. Baseline J on the way. Good D by Lee.
You know, on the topic of Sullinger, guys, he said publicly that people are doubting him. And he's right. I mean, until he gets in better shape and stays that way, there will always be questions surrounding that part of his game. Hopefully for him going forward, he can be more Duncan than Diop in the way he treats his body.
Here's Lee after the basket by Utah. To the inside. Sullinger. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Hill passes to Favors. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Larry Sanders picks one up.
At the line for
You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around forever.
And for Favors and his youth, he has made big strides. And in a few years' time could be one of the more dominant bigs in our league.
Now here's Crowder. The pass to Sullinger. It's Thomas outside. That's good.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Utah has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
And guys, with Favors, his development, you know, you forget, sometimes it takes big men a little longer to figure it out. I mean, he's certainly been putting it together here the last few seasons.
Celtics trail by 4. Outside Thomas. Pass to Sullinger. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Now, here is Hill. Favors sets the pick for Hill. Favors inside. Sullinger's there. Favors can't get it to go. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Lee outside. It's Sullinger. It's out the key. To the wing right side. Here's Crowder. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Utah has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Boston trailing. Here's Sullinger. Inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Now here is Hill. The dish to Gobert.
Checking out the game Rudy Gobert is having. He has 9 rebounds, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
Trey Burks checked in for Hill. And he sinks the second.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Lee kicks to Sanders. Sullinger the screen. Sanders sets the screen for Thomas. Sullinger left side. In the corner, Crowder with it. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Utah leading. In the corner, it's Hayward. It's up a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Sullinger's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
Lee against Hayward, and it's Lee penetrating. Gobert pulls it in. The Jazz shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Celtics trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And Thomas, here we go. 11 feet away. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Now here's Hayward. Gobert the screen. And it's Gordon Hayward with the 3. Hayward's got 8 here in the quarter.
They've stepped up their 3-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
Lee goes in, outside for Thomas. Here's Sanders, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
And the Jazz call time here. They're leading by 4. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. There's 1:40 left to play in the final quarter. Favors can't get it to go.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
To the left side wing. And Sullinger kicks to Thomas. Back to Sullinger. Outside Thomas. Fires for 3. And he gets it to go. Thomas got 12 points here in the second half.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Utah calls timeout. They're up by 1. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. .114 left to play here in the fourth. Hayward up top, defended by Crowder. Hayward kicks to Favors from the baseline. Again, Favors missing. The Celtics have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. And here is Thomas. Screened by Sanders. Just 5 to shoot. There's Thomas, plenty of space. That doesn't go either for Thomas. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Hayward goes in. Yes!
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Lee, outside Thomas. Back to Lee. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're losing by 3. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But the foul has to come immediately after that.
Thomas with the ball. Can they tie? Got it! He got it!
Just in time.
What a shot!
And guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a 3 to extend the game, and the young fella delivered.
Yes, he did. A clutch shot. And
time expires, and we're going to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. And so off the tip, it's Utah. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Taking a look at the Jazz. Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. And it's Hayward in at the 3 slot. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert. That's his 4th person.
Outside Thomas. Lock at 6. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And for the Jazz, they're shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Here's Burke, got a piece of it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sullinger. Hill, he's checked in for Utah.
George Hill.
Utah with the ball. He had a nice open look right there. Hill's got the first points here in the overtime period for Utah. Hill against Thomas. Now the feed to Sullinger. Down low, 5 to shoot, and finished off by Sanders.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Here's Favors. Good, the assist goes to Hill. 23 points for Derek Favors.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Sullinger the screen. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. In the corner, Crowder with it. Outside Bradley. Here's Sullinger. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. Hayward goes in. Bradley with some nice D. Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Hill against Thomas. Sullinger, a screen on Hill. Here's Thomas. Here's Sullinger. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Free throw good from Sullinger. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for the Celtics. Lee comes in for Bradley. The free throw's good from Sullinger.
He's certainly been hitting well from the line, and those points do add up.
Now here is Hill. Gobert the screen. Favors against Sullinger. Favors can't get it to go. And for the Celtics, they're shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Sanders sets the screen for Thomas. Over in the corner, Lee to take the lead. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Take a look at what Lee's done. He's got 11 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor. And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
And he nails the third.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Favors with the screen. The 3 from Hill. Another miss by Utah. The Celtics with the lead. Lee kicks to Thomas. He dishes it to Sullinger. Inside, Sanders powers down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty, and he just has that Clark, that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 1:43 left in overtime. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Thomas. Sanders with the double team. The drive by Gobert. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And it's 13 points for Rudy Gobert. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. Sullinger the screen. Here is Miles, defended by Hayward. And Miles kicks to Sullinger. To the paint, clock at 4. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass and make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Gobert. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And Utah making a change here. Zeller's checked in. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Here is Hayward. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Sullinger the screen. Now Miles. Kicks it to Sullinger. To the inside. Here's Sanders. No luck. And it's Utah the other way.
You rarely see him missing dunks. But the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough. You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
And so it's Boston with it. They trail by 1. Sullinger the screen. Here's Miles. Zeller grabs the board. Clark, a big-time possession here.
Tell you what, their hearts have to be racing right now.
And an intentional foul right there. Miles check in for Tyler Zeller. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And they go to the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Utah. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 2. We've got 22 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, your thoughts?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
The Celtics making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. He feeds it to Sullinger. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. He nails it, and we're tied up. And the Jazz call time here. Here's Favors. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. Another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Welcome back to overtime basketball in what has been a tremendous battle so far. We're going to keep this one going. And the Celtics with possession here. And it's Hill penetrating. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
And that one misses. Boston trailing. And here is Thomas. Sullinger outside. Right side Bradley. Sanders sets the screen for Bradley. And it's blocked. Hill with it. Passes it to Burks. It's back to Hill. Favors with a screen on Bradley. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. Burks with it. Now Thomas defending from outside the arc. And that one's good.
3 points.
Celtics trail by 5. To the middle. Here's Sullinger, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
It's stolen by Bradley. 3-on-3. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. Sullinger dishes to Bradley. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. On defense, Utah. 3-point lead. It's Bradley on the wing. Burks covering. The 3 from Thomas. That's good. Thomas got 19 points.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Sanders has gone 4-7 in field goal attempts tonight. 57%. Thomas against Hill. Shot, high post. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Jazz lead by 2. Bradley kicks to Thomas. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Some good numbers there for Thomas. He's got 19 points and a dozen assists. Some effective offense making passes, and he's also been hitting from deep with the 3-ball.
And Clark, he's got to be on his heels. Smart passing, hot shooting. That is a deadly combination. And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Here's Hayward. And Sanders pulls it down. Sanders has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. And Thomas, here we go. And a missed layup.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here's Hayward. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
The Jazz making a switch here. Burks is checked in, and he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. We've got 1:55 left in the second overtime period, and here we are. Now, here's Thomas. Dishes it to Bradley. Screen by Sanders. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. Gets the first. That narrows the gap to 1. He hits both from the stripe.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
And the Jazz call time here. Some changes for Boston. Mbah-a-Moute comes in for Jay Crowder. And it's C.J. Miles in for Avery Bradley. Hayward passes to Burke. Favors with the screen. Burke dishes to Hayward. Another miss by Utah.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Thomas goes in. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. He kicks to Miles. 6 to shoot. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. And the Celtics lead by 2.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist total, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. There's a good screen. Double team on Thomas. Here is Mbah-a-Moute. Misses from short range. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Fades. Buries it.
That's a huge basket. Just taking advantage of the size mismatch and able to drain that mid-range jump shot. Really good basketball.
Outside Thomas. Feeds it to Sullinger. And Mbah-a-Moute kicks to Sullinger. Drives from 16. Good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
I don't have an idea either. A little heat check there, but yep, he's still cooking, and Greg is cooking with gas.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's Thomas. For the win. again. We are tied up as time runs out. And we'll go to a third overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, we thought we might wrap it up in regulation. Then it looked like overtime number 1 might yield a winner. But instead, the overtime periods are piling up. And guys, still no winner yet. So it's the Jazz now. Now Burke. Down low. Withy gets the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 2.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Thomas passes to Lee. Sullinger the screen. Releases from 15. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Tyler Zeller's checked in for Jeff Withy. And he sinks the second. And here is Burke. Pass to Favors. There's the dish to Hayward. Nice ball movement by Utah. Burks. And a miss there on the triple. Outside Thomas. Sullinger with a screen for Thomas. Screen by Sanders. Thomas kicks to Sanders. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Solid play from Sanders in this one. He's got 13 rebounds, and he's been a brick wall today with all those blocks.
You got that right. He's giving them serious doubts about bringing the ball to the rim.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there. Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
Boston trailing. Outside Thomas. Screen by Sanders. Lee outside. It's Sullinger with the drive. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 8 rebounds in this game. The Jazz shooting at 51%. Really solid. And Hayward gets it to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Burke kicks to Zeller. Hayward goes in, and the serious dunk to finish it off.
Kevin, he's dominating here in the overtime. He's been on a tear.
To the middle. Here's Sullinger. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. They get Derek Favors.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Favors with a screen on Thomas. Here's Burke, and the pass to Favors. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. And that's now 25 points for Derek Favors.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Thomas goes in, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Derek Favors.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Utah leading. Burke kicks to Favors. There's a screen. Hayward dishes to Burks. Back to Hayward. Favors sets the pick for Hayward. Down low. Count it, and the foul. Larry Sanders picks one up.
They're getting on the roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Thomas with the ball. Double team on Thomas. Lee outside. And Jared Sullinger picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul. Utah calls timeout. So here's Burks. Favors with the screen. Here's Hayward. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Hayward's got 38 points.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
They get the rebound, and Sullinger kicks to Crowder. Lee passes to Sullinger. Back to Lee, launches it. Utah with the rebound. Now here's Burke. Here is Hayward. Burke dishes to Favors. Jared Sullinger grabs the board.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Lee kicks to Thomas. Out to the right wing. Here's Crowder. Connects! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Burke with it. Now Thomas defending. Picked by Zeller. Hayward goes in. Money!
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Double team on Thomas. Out to Lee. Wide open look. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
And now we've got the intentional foul. It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion. The Jazz making a switch here.
At the line for 2.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Pass to Crowder. Tries it from 19. Here's Sullinger. Nails it!
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Utah calls timeout. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. An amazing game lasting multiple overtime.
Well, Derek,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he... And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille...